bum, bitty bitty bum bum, a bitty 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 bum bum, a bitty 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 bitty. That's all it. No, 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 no. I don't know the rest of the words. Hey y'all. So as y'all can see, y'all don't see me because we gonna be audio only. We. It's French. We doing Spanish. Okay, what? Yeah. So see what happened was it's been a week, and I don't know. I asked myself, what would Bad Bunny do? And Bad Bunny gonna do what he want. What I want to do? I want to record episode 2, but I also ain't want to get out of my bed and put up lights and get dressed and what. So, welcome to the Life of Leak, where I don't know. Who knows? I, we going. Sometimes I change my mind. I don't want to be on the camera, and I want to do something different. So, episode 2 will be audio only. And I just got finished watching Bad Bunny, which was amazing. It was beautiful. Gaga was there. Pedro Pastel was there, apparently. Ricky Martin was there. Yeah, so we have some shit to talk about. I need to hurry up and do this. This episode will be out on Monday. I told y'all Mondays. I didn't tell y'all what time episodes will be out on Mondays. It may vary, but we gonna try to get it out tomorrow at some point. Don't judge me. This is my life. This is how I work. Sometimes it may come out in the morning. Sometimes it come out at night. So, yeah, we got to get into Karen Huger because she out there lying on that one-on-one with Andy Cohen. Or at least I think she lying. The Traitors are traitoring on each other, which I don't know how that worked. Summer House is back, which is like one of my favorite shows. We're going to get into that. Oh my God, wait, not the All-American halftime show. Got licensing issues. Like they couldn't stream it on Twitter or YouTube. Aw, it sucks to be racist. Okay, cue intro. Welcome to the Life of Leak podcast, where I'm the main character, the narrator, and occasionally the villain. I'm your host, Malik, here to break down pop culture, reality TV, and whatever chaos the world's serving up this week. So grab your drink, adjust your crown, and let's get into it. I don't know the words. I love that song though. So cry. It makes you cry. Guys, if you haven't listened, you have to listen to the lyrics of what's the lyrics? DT, whatever you say. Well, he be saying by Bad Bunny. Yeah, you gotta Google the lyrics or Google translate the lyrics. It's a very sad song. It's very touching. It'll bring a tear to your eye. But happy Black History Month, y'all. It is February. It's Black History Month. It's actually a special year because the 100 years of Black History. So it's like I've been 100 years of the very first Black History Week that started in 1926. Yeah, so 100 years. Yeah, I can do math. Yeah, so that was started like Carter Woodson, who's like the father of Black History. He created Black History Week to make sure that that the Black people contributions were remembered and respected. We chose February because of the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and then Frederick Douglass. So they were anchoring the month. These two figures he thought were anchoring American history. So that's why he picked February. And it was just a week until like 1976. Yep. And then it officially became a month. So, yeah. So happy Black History Month, y'all. 100 years of Black history. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know. This week's been a lot. This has been the coldest winter I've never experienced a winter like this. That probably equates to why this is audio only episode. I just want to be in my bed. I never realized that the whole Savesies thing was like countrywide. I literally thought it was just a Philly thing. Like you would shovel out your cars and then you just put, I don't know, you put a lawn chair, table, milk carton, like whatever to save your spot. Cause you done use your blood, sweat, and tears to get your car out. So the spot's yours. That's how I see it. It's respect. Like I don't have a car, but I did spend a good 20 years having to shovel my parents' cars out. and of their spots. And yeah, when if I showed their spot and they had to leave, best believe one of our patio chairs was out there. And it's just a mutual respect thing. Yeah, like the safeties debate in Philly, it's like actually it's like not even a debate. It's just like a way of life. Like the streets turn into outdoor exhibits of objects that should not be outside, like lawn chairs, traffic cones, milk cartons, random buckets, sometimes a patio setup. Every single item says the same thing. Don't park your ass here. If you ain't shovel it, you don't park here. For shovelers, save these is a legally binding emotional contract. The spot was earned with like your frozen fingers, wet socks, and pure rage. You move a chair, that is so freaking disrespectful. It's a bold choice. I don't know. You'll see like the people who are like me. I was like, if you shovel it, it's yours. No one parked there. And then you see like the opposing sides of like gentrifiers that'll be on TV. Like, oh, streets are public. Chairs are not magical signs that say, oh, it's reserved real estate. Bitches, shut the hell up. If you weren't lazy and outside, don't be. That is so lazy. Now I think about it, it make me mad. It's so lazy. You just gonna pull up. First of all, street parking is scarce, and you just gonna pull up and be like, oh, here's a little igloo or a hole that's cut into the snow that I can just fit my little Prius in. Just gonna park here. It was there for me. It's there for public. Someone did a public service and got me a darn parking spot. So rude and ignorant. You know what? You deserve to be slapped because they don't get mad. I don't even got a car, and I ain't even shovel out no car this week. But I want to hit somebody because I just got mad. So I'm my warning is don't touch the wrong chair because you touch the wrong chair you gonna end up hurt and you probably gonna be laying face down in that damn parking spot. Car gonna be gone. I digress. What else happened last week? The Grammys were last Sunday. That's happened. Bad Bunny won Album of the Year, which is pretty cool. I think it was like the first like Spanish language album, or like a couple of Spanish language album that won Album of the Year, which is pretty cool. It was like big. Everybody was like, "Fuck Ice, Ice out." So yes, good. Yeah, fuck Ice. What else stood out to me? Bad Bunny couldn't perform, which kind of sucks. He couldn't perform because contractually, because he was doing the Super Bowl this week, he couldn't perform there last week. Part of it. Another sad fact: he was like wearing a bulletproof vest, like under like if his like suit looked oddly shaped, he was wearing like a bulletproof vest because he's getting a lot of death threats from the racists and the all American bitches because he's doing the Super Bowl. I think he also was wearing like one tonight at the Super Bowl because it was like his outfit tonight was like oddly shaped like it was last week. Yeah, what else? Chaperone. I like Chaperone. Her dress was making me uncomfortable, and it wasn't because it's bad. It's because it was like attached to her nipple rings. And I have been in a situation where I may have accidentally stepped on a woman's the train of her dress, and one bad step on the train of her dress, and her nipples would have been flying right off, and that would make me so uncomfortable. I was so scared for her ministry and her life. I mean, not the nipples coming off. Okay. Trevor Noah was the host. It was his sixth and final time hosting. I think the Grammys are moving to another network. I think they've been on CBS for like years. I think they're moving to another network. I forget what other network. So I think he's like, I may not be coming back or something like that. So Grammys are going. There was a freaking Mariah Carey tribute. I don't think it wasn't on the main broadcast, but it was like during the weekend. Who and they had Billy Porter. You know, I respect Billy Porter for who he is for the community, but his hairstylist really his hair choices. I I don't know. His hair just be the way you just be looking dry. It moisture in it. Gotta let Billy live his truth. And I respect that, but yes, girl, you ain't got that hair just the biggest problem. The biggest problem, his rendition of what did he sing? He did a rendition of, I think he did a rendition of "Always Be My Baby" for the Mariah Carey tribute. And it's not even you had to listen to the lyrics to figure out what the hell he was singing because his rendition, it was some like church gospel rendition. It it was just confusing. Like choices were made, and not just his hair was a choice. The tone that he took and the arrangement of "Always Be My Baby" was a choice. Y'all go on YouTube, y'all see it. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong in the comments and in my phone, and let me know how y'all feel about Billy Porter's tribute. And I think so. They also had Kesha, and you know how I said that Mariah Carey is a pop girly. Kesha is one of the ultimate pop girlies, but a different type of pop. I don't know if Kesha was a choice as well. I wouldn't have had Kesha because I Mariah Carey's pop is and Kesha's pop are two different kind of pops. And that was a choice as well. But we love Kesha down over here. We are Kesha fans over here. I'm gonna look it up because the only thing that came to my mind was something smart, and I ain't trying to play Kesha because I'm a fan of Kesha's. So Gaga performed. I love her outfit. She did like a slowed down, not slowed down, but like yeah, I guess like a little slowed down rendition of Abracadabra, which was what the nominated song of her album was. I wish Gaga would have performed another song off the album because man, that was an album. I wanted to. What should she? Let's go to the track. Why am I blanking on what the song is? Because I hear it in my head, but I don't know why I'm blanking on what the song is. Perfect Celebrity. I love that song. I wish she would have. She could have did perform Perfect Celebrity. I would have loved that. Yeah, Gaga was cool. Justin Bieber up there performing in his underwear. I forgot about his album. It's cute. That was R&B-ish, but I don't know why he had to perform in his underwear, but okay. Olivia Dean won Best New Artist. I love that song. That's like one of the songs that make me happy. It just make me just hear you just want to bop around. Like when Love on Top first came out, Love on Top come on, I get immediately happy. That song made me happy. But yeah, All the Man I Need, or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's a good one. She won Best New Artist, which is really cute. This year they did like a whole compilation, so all the Best New Artists did a perform. They all sang their song, but they all did it together, so you can see them all together. I really like that when they how they did that this year. What else happened? Oh, Lauryn Hill was there. She was there. She was part of the tribute for D'Angelo, and I think Roberta Flack was incorporated into that as well. I'm glad they put Lauryn Hill at the end of the show because you don't. Lauryn Hill always late. She barely make it to her damn concerts. But whoever the producer was, they were like, we gonna make sure her performance is at the end of the show because she ain't gonna make it to the red carpet, but she'll make it there by the time we about to close up shop, and then we gonna put her at the end. So whoever did that, kudos, y'all know who the client, y'all know who Lauryn Hill is, because Lauryn Hill, she gonna be late. I was talking. My cousin wanted to go see her a couple years ago. I was like, I ain't going to see no Lauryn Hill. I'm by taking to April, the show in June. She gonna forget about it. She ain't gonna make it to the show. She gonna Lauryn Hill be 3 hours late. Show start at 7. She ain't getting there till 1 a.m. Club about to close at 2. I'm not giving Lauryn Hill none of my damn money. Love her down, but Lauryn Hill ain't getting no money from me. Ugh. Let me tell you something. I'm so pissed right now because I did a whole 30-minute reality TV show rant and I did not record it. So now you have to record this shit again. I'm so pissed off. Okay. I'm so pissed off right now. But we're gonna do it. Okay. All right, so let's start off with Karen Huger. So last week, her one-on-one sit down with Andy came on. So we did talk about last week. I talked about how her hair looked a hot ass mess. She was just doing that to be sentimental to the girls that were there. So she gets home. She gets home. Ray, her husband's there. Raven, her daughter. They're there. Who else? Her sister was there. Karen. What was my issue with Karen? Issue with Karen is I don't think she wants to do the work to get over this disease. Karen just wants to skip the whole race, skip the whole race, and get to the finish line where she's the grand dame. And that's not really how this works. I think like season 9, Karen, she like opened up about being when she was like in college, so like around, and then this interview that she just did with Andy, she brought up how she feels like she was like emotionally or like mentally or something like kind of stunted at the age of 19. So in my head, I think she's talking about the same thing. And I think that's the one truth that she had on this hour interview was that at some point she didn't deal with that, what happened when she was 19. And I think Karen is definitely the type of person who will sweep things under the rug and will not deal with shit. So being sexually assaulted at a young age, that probably was the beginning of her stunting herself and like not dealing with her shit. And she said a lot through the interview, like things would happen and she just like, didn't want to be home, or when her parents died. So Karen's parents like died within like either like weeks or months of each other. And it was like, they were surprised. They weren't sick or anything. They weren't like really, really sick. So it was like, it was unexpected when they did die. And she said at that point, the antidepressant that she was on, she got a higher dosage. So that was something that she was dealing with. And then everyone who watches, we all know Karen is in a loveless marriage with, she don't want to be with Ray. You know what? Ray may not want to be with her because Ray's too old for her to be bringing this kind of strife into his life. He got to deal with Ray is in his like 70s or 80s. Ray just want to sit in the back of his damn house in a rocking chair, yelling at the geese to get off his lawn. And now he got to deal with he got now his wife gonna be a reality TV star. She getting DUIs. Oh, I'm sorry. She getting DUIs. She going through something. She don't want to be at home with him. They just need to leave Ray. Like poor Ray. But whatever. So back to Karen. So I don't know. So what lies? Because I'm so mad. Didn't record it. So Karen was like when she got to jail, she asked to be in general pop. She didn't want to be separated or put in isolation. She was like, there's a lot of young girls there, like in their 20s, and she was like, "How are you here?" And she got there and was like a lot of girls in their 20s. She was like, "I don't understand how you're here in your 20s. I made it all the way to my 60s before I got booked." And Karen, that is not the statement that you think. It's like, girl, yeah, it's fucked up, and hopefully they get their lives together in their 20s and they come out of this and not being in their 60s with 4 DUIs. Oh, sorry, she's only had 2 DUIs, but 4 incidents involving alcohol because Karen don't drink and drive, even though she done endangered the whole deer population in Potomac. Damn animals ain't safe, but whatever. I digress. So Karen's saying she got in there and she got out early because like she was only there for 6 months. And she's saying she got out early because she volunteered and she was leading the NA meetings. Like, you got no damn qualifications. You ain't got no certificate. You you got a month of rehab under your belt. At and that's generous. Cause what, she went to rehab in December. She got sentenced in February, and I think she went right to jail in February. And then what, she got out in 6 months. At what point did you learn how to be a sponsor or lead in the NA meetings? You know what I think it was? I forget what TV show. It was like Desperate Housewives or something. I think like somebody went to therapy and they were like, "Oh yeah, I love therapy." No, maybe it was Will and Grace. And so they like went to therapy and was like, "Oh yeah, I love therapy." It's like an hour and the star is me. That's what Karen's doing. Like Karen's just there talking about herself for an hour, and she feels like she's controlling the meeting and helping people by telling her stories for an hour. Karen's problem, she ain't dealing with her shit. She don't want to do the work, and she just wants to get back to being the grand dame. And I'm so mad shit didn't record. But she's gonna be on the reunion next week, and she's gonna be with all the ladies. And like, I think they'll bring up. I don't know what episode she's gonna be on, how long she's gonna be there, but it's a 3-part reunion. But I don't know if she'll be there all 3 parts. But I think they're definitely gonna bring up questions they had from last year's reunion the last year's reunion that she skipped, and give the ladies a chance to confront her. So we'll get into more of that next week. What else we got on the reality TV show? Traitors. So I did go into Traitors. So basically, the thing with Traitors, it's I'm just going to be playing. I want Rob to win. It's not because I like Rob, because I don't necessarily agree with the way he's played his game, but I just want him to win because I will show all the faithfuls that they're dumb as shit and is making dumb choices. I did agree last week. Last week I was like, the traitors have to give the faithful some blood, and I think Rena had to go. I agree with that, but I think Rob could have talked to Candace about it, or at least told Candace about it, and explained why it's a good idea for Rena to go, because Rena was going to go regardless. Like, everybody was on her trail; they were getting her out no matter what. Rena wasn't a good choice for a traitor, but I think yeah. So then the episode starts. They're in the turret. Rob and Candace is obviously pissed or not really trustworthy of him. Alan tells them that they have the choice of either killing someone that night or recruiting a new traitor. Rob tells Candace basically it's her decision. Candace decides I'm going to kill Colton because yes, I don't like Colton. I don't know. I feel like they gave Colton they give him too much credit. Like, he's not that good of a faithful. Like, he got Rena out, and Rena was the weakest of the traders. Like, all his other things were dumb, except which Rob does not tell Candace. Colton has started to float her name around the castle. So, and Rob purposely doesn't tell Candace this. So Candace chooses Colton, not knowing that he's been floating her name, and it's going to look suspicious that, oh, the day that Candace starts floating Colton's name, he gets killed the next day. So basically, Rob set her up. Skip the whole episode, go to the round table. Colton and Candace are going at it. And the Faithfuls, their biggest thing with Candace was that the night before, she used a quote unquote throwaway vote to vote out Rob because she didn't know who to vote out. So she just picked a name that she knew no one was going to vote for and it wasn't going to hurt. In my head, as an intelligent person, I understand what a throwaway vote is. Like, I don't think it was as incriminating as everyone's trying to make it seem. Like, yeah, I don't believe that either of these people are traitors. So I'm just going to vote a person who's not going to get voted out by anyone, and it makes them safe. In my head, that makes sense, but whatever. So, but everyone thinks like, it's a big thing. Why did you do a throwaway vote? And then Candace and Rob end up going back and forth at the round table. So, and going into the round table, I think Candace knew that she was getting banished, but she wanted to put a little snippets and like crumbs that, okay, y'all need to look at Rob. And as a watcher of the trailers, if two people are battling back and forth like that, it's usually the traitors battling back and forth against each other. That's usually a sign. That's usually a big flag. But these people all faithfuls are dumb as hell because now they got Candace out and they're all convinced, oh, well, I know for sure Rob's a faithful. We can trust Rob. So y'all playing right into Rob's hand. So you know what? I hope Rob wins and screw all those other people. That's basically just what I want to say about the traitors. So pissed. My shit didn't record. So, what was last thing? Oh, Summer House is back. Season 10. Summer House is back. Basically, the whole episode is the big thing about the episode is the Kyle and Amanda situation. So we've been watching Kyle and Amanda's relationship for 10 years? And usually they go in and they try to put on a good face, but not this season. They don't give a fuck. Y'all can see all the cracks in their foundation. They ain't buying no spackle. They're not painting anything. They cannot stand each other. And as of now, like currently, we know that they're separated, but like they just that summer they weren't hot and shit. And I think the big thing is, and then like I don't think it's either their fault. Like no one has. Kyle may have more of the blame, but I don't think he's completely wrong. Amanda has the blame too, because I think they went to this relationship being two completely different people with two completely different values and two completely different lifestyles. Amanda never wanted to be a reality TV star. She came in, I think when she came in like season two as like just a hookup, someone he was dating. And she wasn't like a cast member, and she just got thrust into it because this is who she was dating. And I don't even think now she wants to be a reality TV star. She just wants to be home with her damn dogs watching Netflix. And there's nothing wrong with that. Kyle, he wanted to be a star. He wanted to be a reality TV star. He loves this. He loves the promotion of his company. He has moved up to being a DJ, which is like the next step of being a reality TV star. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what it is wrong is y'all sitting here trying to force each other to have this marriage and have this relationship. Y'all forcing each other to be together, but you guys aren't compatible in that way. Kyle wants to be out. Amanda, you want to be home. How is y'all think that's going to work? And I said this before, maybe 5 years ago. I said I gave him 5 years. And, Malika's right, because now they over, or they're breaking. And it's no one's fault. And they just need to go to separate ways. Kyle, he's still young. He 40, he 43. Let him be out in the streets. Amanda, you still young. How old was Amanda when she started this show? Like, I guess, how old is Amanda? Amanda's younger than me, I think. So Amanda's like 33, 31. So that means she started the show like 21, 22. Like, you don't know who the hell you are until you're a good 27. So I think Amanda needs to get away from Kyle, find out what she wants. She still got time to get her another husband or get a baby or whatever. Go Lindsay route. Lindsay used to have a whole fucking list and whole plan of her life. It ain't nothing come to fruition. But she got that baby and she happy. There was more to be said, but I think the topics that I got more into about. Hold on. So there's a lot of new people on this damn show. There's KJ, who's friends with Wes, who's cute. He's a model. He's a model skateboarder or whatever. He's cool. Levi and Bailey. So Bailey comes. So Bailey, mind you, this is the first night. They just got there because you know they in traffic, so they probably didn't get there. This is a good 6 o'clock at night. Just met you at 5. We sitting here trying to have a good family dinner. Bailey started talking about her last relationship, which ended 2 years ago. Relationship ended in 2023. She said that man texted her to meet him at Sweet Green. She didn't go to Sweet Green or put her order in. She ordered ahead of time on the app. It was ready when she got there. She sat down. He walks in, put his keys on the table, pointed to his boxes and luggage out on the sidewalk. He said, I'm heading to the airport. We're done. Bye. Somebody at the table gonna ask, oh, which Sweet Green location? But Levi, I think it was Levi. It was either Levi or Bailey. I think it was Levi. Levi, sweetie, stop telling that story. Don't tell that story no more. Because first of all, it's been two. Okay, if it was literally 2 weeks before, okay. But that was 2 years, sweetie. And you crying? One thing about do not cry about around me because it makes me so nervous when people just uncontrollably cry around me because I don't know what to do. I have a friend who likes to get drunk and cry at the after party, and it irritates. And finally got to the point. I've known him for years. I finally got to the point where I'm like, stop crying, stop it. But girl, I just met you 30 minutes ago, and you are crying over pizza right now. You are crying over my pizza, and talk about this man packing his stuff up. How did he pack up the whole apartment? Where the hell were you all day? For him to pack up the apartment in New York, bring his stuff down to the sidewalk, bring it to Sweet Green. Was the Sweet Green around the corner? The Sweet Green must have been around the corner from your apartment. Bring it to Sweet Green and then just drop off the key. That is so. Levi, stop telling that story, girl. Y'all, today we're diving into a woman, a myth, a legend, the Wendy Williams. Yes, Wendy, the queen of throwing shade before it was even a hashtag. The original, how you doing? This woman made spilling tea an art form, and somehow she did it all while making us feel like we were sitting right in front of her in the audience. So buckle up and let's talk about the cultural hurricane that is Wendy Williams. Now, Wendy didn't just pop out of nowhere with a flashy wig and a mic. She came from radio, where she perfected the art of being unfiltered, unapologetic, and completely delightfully messy. And then she moved to TV, and suddenly daytime television would never be the same. Gone were the polite, soft spoken hosts, and her Wendy, loud, opinionated, and fearless. She looked at the celebrities and she said, I see, I judge, and I'm going to say it. And honestly, we ate it up. We loved it because Wendy didn't just report celebrity gossip, she dissected it like a surgeon with a side of sass. She made us feel like gossip was an intellectual exercise. It was an art. Wendy Williams changed the game because she brought us into the world of celebrity drama. She taught us the rules. Everyone's messy. Everyone has receipts. And we're all just here for it. She taught us the rules. Everyone's messy. Everyone has receipts. And we're all just here for it. Her shows were basically a masterclass in parasocial relationships. We didn't just watch Wendy. We felt like we knew her. We laughed with her, gasped with her, and occasionally cried when she called someone out for being problematic or fabulous. Like, talk about influence, reality TV stars, instant ratings, viral moments. Her commentary made a 2-second clip trend for weeks. Wendy made memes before TikTok even existed. She was the blueprint for every influencer, every TikTok gossip account, every YouTube commentary video that makes you go, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Here's where it gets juicy. Wendy isn't just entertainment. Sociologically speaking, she's a mirror. She shows us what we value and what we love to hate. Our obsession with scandal, public downfall, redemption. Wendy made it a spectator sport. She gave us a space to judge celebrities with humor, with shade, and just a little tiny bit of guilty pleasure. And don't get it twisted, this just wasn't for laughs. This was cultural commentary dressed up in sequins and a wig. And let's not forget the gendering. Wendy Williams, a black woman standing in the spotlight in a media world dominated by white men, unapologetically calling out everyone and everything. That was revolutionary. She was pushing boundaries before it was even trendy, and sometimes she paid the price for it. But she kept going. She made being outspoken, fashionable, messy, and iconic. Of course, it wasn't all velvet chairs, champagne. Wendy's career has been a roller coaster of controversy, health challenges, personal drama, and an accusation of crossing lines with celebrity shape. But even here, there's a lesson. In pop culture, the line between entertainment and exploitation is thin. Wendy was both shaping the culture and being shaped by it. And let's be honest, it made her even more fascinating to watch. So, what's my takeaway? Wendy Williams is more than just a talk show host with a killer monologue and a collection of fabulous wigs. She's a cultural force, a pioneer of celebrity commentary, a mirror of our obsession with drama, and a master of making shade look like it's fine art. And honestly, will Wendy approve of your favorite celebrity scandal this week? Only one way to find out. Stay messy, stay curious. All right, y'all. So that was episode 2. Hope y'all enjoyed me live from under my blanket. Next week I'll record the actual video. We'll see. This week, next week I'll actually record the video so y'all can see my beautiful face. Oh, what do I gotta do this week? This week is what we got Valentine's Day. Oh, next week will be fun because I have off President's Day next Monday, so I'm definitely going to a Liberty Ball or I'm going to like a little gala, open bar, some foods, be fancy, get dress up. So that's on Saturday. Me and my good girlfriend Pam, we have our annual Valentine's Day date. Go to Olive Garden and be fancy and get Olive Garden, get some pasta and breadsticks. It's our tradition. That on third, we doing that on Friday. Cause she got a man now. We were both together and single back when we started this tradition. Then she up and got married a couple years ago. But he's cool. Our boyfriend. He's cool with us. He's cool with keeping our tradition and going to Olive Garden. I don't know if we. I don't know if he had a choice, but he fine with it. Oh, yeah. So that's Friday. Go to my little gala thing on Saturday. Sunday probably hung over, but I'll record Sunday night, and then we gonna have something for y'all on Monday. Cause President's Day, and I ain't gonna go work that morning. Yeah, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. As long as I'm not in jail. Motherfuckers be trying me. I should start going back to church. I need some Jesus. Yeah, taser. It's gonna be evidence in my damn trial. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a post up this week. We going let's do Ask Leak next week. Ask me some stories. Ask me some questions, and I give you my sass and my commentary. Brutally honest. What we gonna do? All right, guys. Love you. Bye. Bitty, bitty, bitty. If you enjoyed this chaos, do me a favor. Subscribe and leave a 5-star rating and review. That helps me out, feeds my ego, keeps the mic on. And don't forget to join the mess online by following Life of Leak Pod and never missing a rant. I'll talk to you guys next time. Same mic, same delusion. Bye.